What up, though? Your boy Meech, aka the Siage Saint. Hope everyone's doing well. Time for another fragrance video and time for round one, part two of my fragrance madness tournament. If you missed part one of this video, you're gonna have to check it out. I randomly selected 16 clone or inspired by fragrances. I also randomly selected 16 designer and niche fragrances, two separate brackets, two separate winners. We did round one, or the first half of round one of the Inspired by Clone bracket. Today we will be completing round one of the Inspired Clone bracket. I'll throw the bracket up so you can see what that looks like. But we have four matchups today: the 3 versus 14 seed, the 6 versus 11, the 7 versus 10, and the number 2 seed versus the number 15 seed. What four fragrances will advance to the second round? We're going to find out right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start first with the 3 versus 14 matchup. The number 3 seed comes from the house of Paris Corner. This is going to be a Paris Corner heavy side of the bracket, also a Rack Store heavy side of the bracket. But the number 3 seed is from Paris Corner. This is part of their Pandora Scents line. This is Charuto Tobacco Vanille. The opponent, a relative newcomer to my collection. I'm actually currently wearing this fragrance as my scent of the day. From the house of Grandeur Elite, this is Tribal Exotic. And so Tribal Exotic by Grandeur Elite, it is actually my first ever Grandeur Elite fragrance. I got to shout out Fat Boy Finesse. Shout out to Walt. He was the person who I saw do a review on this fragrance that prompted me to buy it. This is a clone of Le Beau Paradise Garden by Jean Paul Gaultier. So this is a fresh green fragrance. There is a wateriness to it. There's also a tropical vibe. You get some type of coconut or pineapple accord in the fragrance. I think it's very fresh. I wore this again. I put it on this morning. Got a workout in. I'm about, I would say about 5 hours into wearing it, and I'm still getting some faint whiffs of it. So longevity is okay so far. I can tell you in the air, it smells really good. It smells very much like Le Beau Paradise Garden. So this is some solid stuff. I was not familiar with Grandeur Elite, but I am now. I like this one, Tribal Exotic. I have a first impressions review recorded on this. I'll be dropping that very soon. Its opponent, the 3 seed, Charuto, wrong way, Charuto Tobacco Vanille. Of course, this is a clone of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Of course, you get the spice, the vanilla, the dried fruit accord. I love wearing this fragrance, particularly in the fall. Kind of gives me a harvest time, Thanksgiving type of feel. I am going to pick Charuto Tobacco Vanille as the winner for this round, mainly because I've been able to spend more time with this fragrance. I do enjoy the way this fragrance smells. This is a very affordable fall time banger and smells very much in line with Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. So Charuto Tobacco and Vanille will advance to the next round. Now, our next matchup is the 6 seed versus the 11 seed. The 6 seed is yet another fragrance from the house of Paris Corner. This is a part of their North Stag line. We have Quatre, and I'm actually showing you the back. What's going on with me today? We have Quatre, and the 11 seed is a Rack Store find from the house of Milestone Perfumes. The fragrance is called Hanine Rivera, and if you couldn't tell by this bottle, this is totally ripping off a Thamine fragrance called Riviere. So this fragrance, very nice, $15 Rack Store find. You see the price there. This is a fragrance that features rose prominently, some spice. You get saffron in this fragrance, and you get a nice leather accord as well. This is definitely a fragrance you could wear this time of year as we're approaching the spring weather months. I would definitely think about wearing this fragrance kind of dressed up in the springtime. It does smell nice. It definitely, even though there's a leather accord in here, it definitely gives me somewhat of a springtime vibe. Very nice smelling fragrance for the price. Milestone Perfumes is killing the game with those unboxed fragrances in your local Rack Store. Quatre by Paris Corner. Again, this is a part of their North Stag line. This fragrance is a clone of LV's Afternoon Swim. So you're getting pretty much orange citrus here. You're getting some ginger, and you're getting musk. This is an easy grab and go fragrance. You could definitely wear this day to day. Makes a great gym scent. It kind of covers all of those bases. I'm going to give the edge in this round to North Stags Quatre or Paris Corners Quatre because of the versatility and also just the quality of the fragrance. I do think it has a better quality than the Milestone Perfumes fragrance. It's not overly complex, but it does smell very nice. So Quatre advances to the next round. All right. Our 7-10 matchup, arguably the best matchup in this video today. The 7 seed is a fragrance from the house of Fragrance World, and it is Enigma Oud. I don't know why I can't talk today, y'all. 7 seed Enigma Oud by Fragrance World, and the 10 seed is yet another rack store find. This comes from the house of Emperor, and the fragrance is Valencia Uomo Intense. If you can't tell by the bottle, it's a $15 fine, another $15 fine. This is a clone of Valentino Uomo Intense, and a really good one, ladies and gentlemen. You get that mandarin accord, you get the aromatics, you get a leathery feel, vanilla, and of course you get that lipstick makeup bag iris. I really enjoy wearing this fragrance, particularly in the evening time. If I've worn something during the day, freshen up, shower, want to throw on something in the evening, I'll definitely throw this on. This is a sexy scent as well. Gets a lot of compliments. Iris fragrances tend to get complimented when I wear them, and this smells very, very nice. This is holding off me getting the OG, getting Valentino Uomo Intense. I figure I'll get it at some point, but as of right now, I'm good with Valencia Uomo Intense. Enigma Oud by Fragrance World, again a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir. This fragrance is, to me, the best smelling clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir that I've smelled. It definitely comes closer to Dior Sauvage Elixir than, say, Lattafa's Assad, in my opinion. I think Assad is more of a twist on Dior Sauvage Elixir, but you definitely get the spice here, the licorice accord. This fragrance smells very nice. It's very much a grown man scent for the cold weather months. Smells very nice to get you pretty close to that Dior Sauvage Elixir DNA. This one was very, very close. I enjoy both fragrances, but y'all know I'm an iris lover, so I'm giving the win to Valencia Uomo Intense. The rack store fragrance gets a dub. Shout out to all of the rack store fragrance lovers out there, but this smells very nice, man. I really enjoy wearing this fragrance. It gets pretty close to the Valentino Uomo Intense DNA for $15. If you buy this online, it's like double the price, but I think it's worth that. This is solid stuff, man. Valencia Uomo Intense. The final matchup is going to be the 2 seed versus the 15 seed. The 2 seed is another rack store find, another Milestone Perfume fragrance. This is X-Men, and the opponent is the 15 seed, another Paris Corner fragrance from their Ministry of Oud line. This is Oud Satin. So Oud Satin, if you couldn't tell or couldn't guess, is a clone of MFK's Oud Satin Mood. So this is going to be a rose oud fragrance, very powdery. It smells like the most luxurious baby powder that I've ever smelled. You get the vanilla in here as well. This is a very sexy unisex fragrance. Some people would say because of the powderiness, maybe it slightly leans feminine, but I definitely enjoy wearing this evenings out, particularly date nights. Very nice compliment getter for those date nights, Oud Satin. X-Men by Milestone Perfumes is actually a clone of X for Men by Clive Christian. This is a very dark, mysterious fragrance. You get a lot of woods in this fragrance, a lot of spice. It features oud prominently. There's also a cannabis note in this fragrance. This fragrance's note breakdown does not align one-to-one with the Clive Christian fragrance, but it is definitely an interpretation of that. This is definitely a cold weather scent and more of a formal type of fragrance, I think, as well. It's kind of dark and mysterious. I would definitely wear this dressed up. I've actually probably only worn this fragrance one time, if I'm being honest, but it does smell nice. Again, Milestone Perfumes, the king of the rack store fragrances. But I am going to give the edge in this round to Oud Satin by Paris Corner. I just enjoyed this fragrance more. Very sexy scent, date night appropriate scent. It just smells really, really good. So Oud Satin gets the win and advances to the second round. Well, there you have it, guys. The 4 winners today. We have Charuto Tobacco Vanille, Quatre by Paris Corner, Valencia Uomo Intense by Emperor, and Oud Satin by Paris Corner. They will advance to the second round to match up against one another, and I will be bringing you guys the second round sometime next week. We'll wrap up the rest of this week with the first round of the designer niche fragrances. What fragrances do you think should have won from this list? Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Throw your thoughts in the comment section. Let's argue respectfully. Be sure to check out my social media for more. It's your boy Meech, aka the Sea Saint. Until next time, take care. Peace.